What's going on, everybody? I just finished a very successful trade using pattern recognition, and I just wanted to make a quick video highlighting just how important and beneficial it is, and how it has been for me, and how it could be for you in just your trading journey. So, recognizing patterns, whether it's candlestick patterns or just any form of chart patterns, when I kind of want people to train their minds in thinking that when they see a pattern, what they're actually seeing is historical data between buyers and sellers engaging in the market and what that engagement looked like. And what was the end result of that engagement? Because that entire interaction is developing a pattern. Stock market has been operating for decades, so a lot of these engagements we have seen on multiple occasions, and it kind of helps us create a bias in either direction of where price may move to based off this engagement matching an engagement prior. So what does this actually look like? Let me get right into it, right? First, whenever I'm charting, if I notice that I'm making some type of two-sided triangle, like a triangle, if you see all of these look like less than or greater signs, if I see that I'm charting something that looks like this, I always come over here and try to find a match, right? So one of the matches I want to focus on today is this one right here. And in this match, what we're seeing is the price breaking above a resistance, that resistance becoming the support, the price going to find a new resistance, ping-ponging back and forth in between this support and resistance till it finally breaks through out of the resistance and up towards a new level. I also want you to pay attention and recognize that the price is narrowing. The support and resistance level is narrowing before the breakout. Now, you may ask yourself, what does this look like in the actual market? Well, I'm going to take you through a trade I did this morning, a position I captured this morning, and this was one of the tools I used to help me come up with some type of confirmation buy. So this morning I noticed that bglc was the number one gainer of the day. So when I've noticed the stock, it was currently at this candlestick right here. So I was currently looking for a pullback. I wanted to get in right here after it broke through this candlestick, but I was just slow motion with it. I got to work on, I just started using hotkeys, so I got to work on just my speed of knowing which hotkey I'm going to use. I wasn't able to do that, so I didn't actually capture the position. I was kind of mad because it went from 593. I would have rode it at well up until, I would have sold anywhere between 593 and 1286 for a good profit. But I said, you know what, I'm going to let the chart develop on its own. And if I could find another entry, then I'll find another entry. If not, there'll be other companies and I won't worry about it too much. So the first trend line that I made was this one right here. And when I made this one again, the price was at the candlestick that was going up to 1286. So I missed my entry already. I didn't want to chase it because I didn't know how much higher the stock could go. So I said, you know what, let the chart develop. If I could find an entry, I could find one. If not, again, I moved to the next one. So after the stock made a high and started tapering off, I made this trend line. And then what we saw next was that the price point was making a support. I also noticed the VWAP and this trend line was almost on top of each other, which gave me a double confirmation of a healthy support. So now I'm looking at that $9 range as a potential target entry price, right? Now, I see the two-sided triangle once I made my trend lines, and as we see, price goes above a resistance. That resistance became a support. Price goes up, find a new resistance, ping pong back and forth until it explodes through the new resistance. So we see this is a bullish sign. I see it developing. The confirmations to take the trade just keep increasing more and more. So I said, okay, $9 seemed like a healthy area to get in at this position. We see the price finally explodes through the resistance, and it works its way up to a new high of 22. I think it went up to 25, but to a new high of 22.72. I exited around the $15 mark, but as we see how we use this setup and a bunch of other useful tools to just help come up with some type of confirmation bias of a price point moving in a direction.